Hey, what's up, everybody? This is your boy at WeSoFly. Hey, look, I tried my best to get T.I.'s attention, and he's been ignoring me forever. So finally, he was talking shit to another fan in his comment section, and I replied on that comment with something to the fact of, since you got T.I. attention, ask TestifyTi what happened to that 45 minute to hour long video, and what part of the code says you can get on the stand and give any testimony to the prosecution and that not be snitching, unless that's how they get out in Atlanta. So after I said that, I got on Instagram today, and guess who's in my motherfucking DM? Your boy Tip. And just to show you, I'm going to click on this picture. You already see the check up there, but I'm going to click on the picture so you'll know that's that nigga. You feel me? Bam. So now I go back into it, right? You see he sent me 2 photos. The photos which I do have are of, I believe, a screenshot he took where it said that his friend's killer, brother, or something to that fact, had told on the killer, and that's why he pretty much went to prison. Now, I'm from Compton. You feel me? West Coast. So I'm going to say this. Anytime you go to court and you give testimony on the prosecution side, I don't care if it was a few seconds and definitely 45 minutes, that's snitching. Now, I'm not from Atlanta. I don't know how them dudes down there get down. And no disrespect to the city and the state of Georgia. I'm just saying, I don't know how they get down. But on the West Coast, if you ain't in that courtroom speaking on the defense side to help get somebody out of jail, anything other than that, you a rat. Let's just keep it 100. I don't care if you gave a little portion, a whole portion, it doesn't fucking matter. Yo, check this out. The way some court cases go, right? They may have evidence, they may not have a lot of evidence. So what they will do is they will paint a picture to the jury and the judge. And when I say paint a picture, meaning they'll take different people who were witnesses or involved in the crime, get their portion to piece it together like a puzzle to help the jury and the judge understand that this is a crime or how the crime was committed. You feel me? So when T.I. got on that stand, he don't have to say, dude killed my friend. He don't even have to say, dude had a gun. See, what T.I. did was he answered questions to help the prosecution put the case together, which it wasn't just T.I. though. With T.I. testimony along with others, they painted the picture in which the jury was able to convict this man of murder. Now, let me say this. I want to say no disrespect to the family of the deceased. I'm pretty sure they happy the dude got caught. I understand that because you guys are citizens. This is no way of disrespect to the friend that's deceased. This is no way disrespect to that family. This is strictly about G-Code TestifyTi. Let's just keep it 100. Now, I know this is probably the only time I'm going to ever get T.I. to ever speak to me. So I tried my best to ask the questions the streets wants to know. And I want you guys to see how he ducked around it. He basically was saying he wanted to meet with me before an interview. And in my opinion, it's to get the answers correct or to know what I'm going to say so he can come out with them expeditiously answers. You know what I'm saying? But then also I thought he kept saying it as if he won't smoke in these streets. But it's like, dude, you won't smoke in these streets. What if you don't win with all the millions of dollars? What if you take a L, right? Just say if that happened, right? How I know you're not going to go on to court and you give a portion, your manager give a portion, your bodyguards give a portion, your cameraman gives a portion, and guess what? I'll be in prison and you'll be talking about, I didn't snitch. I didn't say he was the killer. My bodyguard did. I just gave the first part of it. Nah, bruh. Niggas is not falling for that, dude. Now, I'm going to let you guys check out our DMs. I'm not going to read it to you, but what I am going to do is scroll real slowly so everyone will have time to read everything word for word. You know what? Nah, fuck that. I'm gonna go ahead and read this shit. This nigga said, nigga, fix your fucking mouth when you speaking my name. Ooh, that nigga sound real tough. Cyber gangster. Anyway, nigga own brother told on him. Like I fucking said, I ain't never gave no information to send a name, I guess he meant man, nigga, to jail ever, I guess. This is Mr. Expeditiously spelling like this, y'all, so, hey, I messed up too, I'm sure, but I'm not expeditiously educated. Then he says, get yourself together. So, I'm assuming this is the only message I'm going to be able to get him to read, so I just came straight in with it. Nigga, I seen you take the stand and give testimony to the prosecution. That's snitching. TestifyTi. Maybe Atlanta got different rules. That's why nobody is saying anything in Atlanta. But the West don't condone snitching. See, I did an expeditiously mistake, which is giving any information to the prosecution, especially when a man receives years expeditiously. If someone took the stand against you and gave some or any info on the crime and told only a certain part, that's still snitching. Real niggas don't talk, and they only testify to get themselves or someone else out of trouble, meaning of course for the defense, and not sending them to the cage. G code my ass. I'm a blogger and know better. Might as well drop a song with 6ix9ine, king of taking a stand. You too smart not to know that the prosecution can take pieces of people's testimony to paint a picture in which helps prove a crime. You know that. So your testimony along with others combined, another expeditiously mistake, that a man has been found guilty. Come on, Cliff, because he was ignoring me. You can't see the time in between them, so I figured he was going to just stop talking to me. So I'm like, come on, Cliff, let's have this convo since you're already in my DM, basically. I'm going to ask the real nigga questions. The others ain't going to ask because they not street and they fans like Charlamagne and Jod and the Breakfast Club and whoever else interviews this dude and don't bring up the hour-long testimony. All these other dudes who claim they know the streets or from the streets but won't ask him a simple question, which is, you gave a portion in which was used to help with others to convict a man that's snitching all day long. But let me get back to this. He said, all right, sir, let's have this discussion on a face-to-face. So I'm thinking, okay, this nigga gonna sit down with me? Okay, that's what I'm talking about. I said, I need time to set up production. What's your schedule like? Of course, he says, let's have this discussion first and go from there. For y'all that don't know, a lot of celebrities do this. They'll have you either send over the questions or they'll meet with you, talk about what you guys are going to talk about, and then they'll do the live recording. So again, this is what I'm under the impression of at this time while going through the DM back and forward DMing. So I'm thinking at this point, he wants to know what I'm going to ask. So of course he'll know or can create an answer to cover his ass. So I'm like, nah, let's do this live. I don't want no answers rehearsed. Again, I know the game. You're not going to have time to think of an answer to throw questions off or none of that. I want to ask the questions and you give a straight up answer. He said, nigga, the truth ain't hard to tell. I'm like, okay then, well let's set it up. Sit in that schedule, playboy. I'm going to work around his schedule because he's the celebrity. He's the millionaire. I'll set it up around his schedule because, again, I'm not trying to get this nigga no excuses. I'm like, I got this nigga now. That's what I'm thinking, of course, but you already know how it's going to pan out. He said, but I'll just wait until we can have an offline conversation. Then we can proceed accordingly. Peace and blessings. That's when he's trying to run away. I'm like, oh, he did the normal celebrity shit. Now he's trying to backpedal out of it. Like, come on, dude. I said, so now you declining a real one interview. Got you. You know, Instagram already took my main page, which is at WeSoFlyMagazine. They took it, and they won't give it back, and I don't do nothing but report on people. You know what I'm saying? But celebrities have a lot of fans, so when they report you, Instagram will take your shit without even reviewing the stuff that you reported. So if y'all watching this, if this goes viral, tell Instagram to give me at WeSoFlyMagazine back. WeSoFly Magazine. Anyway, I said, so now you declining a real one interview. Got you. You want your industry friends to do it so you can not answer real questions from someone who knows the code and will say directly that what you did is not cold. I was happy at first. I thought you was going to sit down with a real one and set shit straight. That's the reason why people like me are not in the positions like with the Breakfast Club or Revolt or any of those major companies, because we not going to kiss no celebrity ass. We going to keep it real. And that's going to hurt them, because then that celebrity's not going to want to come back to their show, and then they lose a client. But the people want to know this. But back to the DM. I said, but in the back of my mind, I knew it would be some kind of excuse. Cliff, you said the truth isn't hard to tell. I hit him with his own shit, y'all. But nobody who interviews you asks you the real questions. I probably won't get a response ever from you again, knowing already a few questions. You already knowing a few questions I would ask. So do everyone one last favor. Upload the hour video you snitching on the stand. I put that shit in all caps. Giving partial story to the prosecution, in which they pieced with other testimony to give a man football numbers in jail. That's snitching, dude. Ask any street dude. I said, I bet you won't upload it, basically. If you never said you were street, this wouldn't even be a question. Again, if you a citizen, you're not snitching. You're doing what citizens do. Glad you rep Atlanta, because the West don't condone taking a stand and giving any info. Enjoy the millions you got for telling on people on the Telling on People commercial expeditiously, in a couple of emojis. He said, it looks like we're done here unless we have a face-to-face. I said, so you expeditiously decline? I understand. Just know the streets don't approve of any part of you taking a stand and giving info. Thanks for not seeing G-code anymore. That's the Clifford code. He said, till we meet, sir, I bid you farewell, good luck, and take care. And that's pretty much it. And as you know, T.I. probably would never respond to a DM from me or an interview ever, because I'm not Charlemagne in the Breakfast Club. I'm not none of them cats. I'm going to ask the real questions. If there's any company, radio station, blogging sponsor, anybody who's looking for somebody who's not going to disrespect nobody, but when something comes to the light, going to ask them hard and truthful questions, hit me up at WeSoFlyMag, WeSoFlyMag. Cliff, man. Man, the hardest nigga in Atlanta, huh? He's a king? Well, y'all salute y'all king, because if y'all do something, he ain't going to tell you did it. He's just going to tell a certain part of it. G-code. West.